Hello friends, welcome to the Textual Education. In this video, we are going to learn how to get a specific record from the database with the help of REST API. In this video, we will learn get employee by ID with path variable. So let's get start. Create a method in employee DAO class by name public employee response get employee by ID. Here pass the employee ID. Now create a variable for employee response res equal to new employee response. Let's return this, and here create a try catch block and catch exception here. Set the status as failed, res.set status failed and res.set message your error message. And for now go to the try block. Here we will apply our logic. Now create a query to fetch a specific record. So select ID, name, department, salary, mobile number from employee table name where ID equal to specified ID. That means that is coming from as a parameter. Now create a row mapper object, employee row mapper. We are using same row mapper because we are getting same data but a specific employee only. So we can use same row mapper class. Now row mapper, employee row mapper equal to new row mapper, then list employee model emp list equal to jdbc.query. Here first parameter will be a query and the second parameter is your emp row mapper. Done. Now let's check the emp list. First I'm copy this code and pasting here because the logic is same for the response. If the emp list is not null and the size is greater than 0, then set the status as well. Now let's create a service method public employee response get employee by ID. Now here pass the ID parameter. Now give the implementation to your employee service IMPL class. Open it and hit the control spacebar, select a method. Now return the value, that is DAO dot get employee by ID. Here pass your ID. Done for now. Now let's move to our controller. Go to the controller and specify a annotation by name get mapping. Here we are going to use path variable annotation. First get mapping slash by ID slash bracket angular bracket. Here we have to create a key name by ID. Now let's create a method public employee response get employee emp by ID at the rate, what is the annotation, that is at the rate path variable. Here we have to define the key that we have defined in URL. It must be same, then integer ID. Now let's create a variable by annotation path variable, and key name must be same as defined in our URL, that is ID. Now return the service dot get employee by ID. Here pass the ID. Now done. Our API is created to fetch a specific record of employee by ID as a path variable. Now let's test it here. This is a get mapping, so select the method as get. Now our URL will be http localhost 8989 rest API /employee/by/id number. Here we give the ID as 6. Now send the request. Yes, we are fetching the specific record of employee. Now giving the ID as 60. So we are unable to find the record of ID 60. So the response will be status is failed, data not found. Now let's make some changes. To another API that will use to fetch a specific record with the help of query param URL. So let's create get mapping /by ID underscore query param. This will be our endpoint of the API. Now create a method public response employee response get emp by ID query param. Now the annotation will be path param, and here we will pass a key, that is ID, and the variable name integer ID. Now return the same object service.get employee by ID and pass your ID here. Now let's test how we can use query param parameter in URL. As we know, query param we can use as endpoint question mark our ID, that is by ID underbar query param, then question mark, then our key name, that is ID question mark, then ID equal to our value of ID. So I am giving the 6. Now the response of ID 6 is coming. Now let's change it to ID 7. The record is coming for 7. Now giving to 70. So we don't have data for the record of 70 ID for the employee. Now make it change to again to 7. It is fetching the data for a particular employee successfully. Thanks for watching. Kindly hit the like button, subscribe our channel for future notification. Bye bye. See you in next videos.